There we go. We're on. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another FBAMogul and Nikos Marko podcast where we talk about Amazon FBA. We talk about business. We talk about life. We talk about all sorts of stuff. But thank you for everyone joining and hanging out with us. And hopefully we can keep you entertained for the next hour or however long we end up talking for.
No, right? We're starting it early, so we should get a bit more time, really.
No, exactly. Yeah. So how's things been with you with Amazon, and how's that going, mate?
I've just passed. I'm at 3 days behind, I would say. I've just passed 5,100 profit at the moment in time for Amazon. Obviously, ourselves, both of us, we won that 10k. I've said to myself, I would very much like to do the 41k over October, November, December, because that would match my teaching salary. I'd be like, right, okay, it's a bit of a victory, and I think it can be done. It can be done quite easily. It doesn't mean that I'm just going to rest and do nothing for the rest of the year, but it'd just be almost like a nice little well done kind of thing scenario.
10k is always that kind of
value has increased. I think it's maybe even double from last time. Let's have a look for you, because I think obviously that's one thing that you plan consistently for Q4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it July, August? You're already thinking Q4, aren't you? July, August.
It's January. I don't know. Really, it depends. If I can get something cheap enough and I don't mind holding on to it, then I'll definitely buy something in January to hold for Q4. Not very many items, but if something, a good opportunity. Let's say there was like a massive toy sale, for example, like there was back a few years ago at Tesco's. It's essentially a Q4 hold from January.
I think I'm about 41,000 in value now for stock in Amazon compared to the 20 odd. I guess I'm just pumping stock in. I had a bit of a fright last week. So while in Belfast, pallet collected 1,400 units in a pallet. So obviously that was the 12th of August. 12th September goes back. Shipment closed, only 600 units from 1,400. I was like, how is it possible, kind of thing? You know what I mean? It's just, and not only that, it's the most annoying part of it too. Is like there were units that are right at the bottom of the pallet. So if you receive like the top part of the pallet, surely you receive the bottom. Anyways, I've opened the case. I'm about 100 items short at the moment in time, but it's annoying. Why? What would have happened if I hadn't checked the shipment, that the shipment was closed? If eventually that would appear under my inventory when I delete the listing. That's what happens, isn't it? When you delete the listing, you suddenly Amazon finds missing items that you've never found before.
Exactly.
But it's just super annoying that you've got to chase them.
I've noticed a lot recently that inbounds are always wrong, honestly. And I've heard a few people grumbling as well that it's been nothing as bad as yours. Normally it's just 2, 3, maybe 10 units, not like half a pallet, essentially.
I couldn't believe it.
You're trying to think, how's it even possible for them to lose half a pallet?
How can you miss half a pallet, kind of thing? How can it? I'm lucky. I've just uploaded, literally, all it was just, it was actually quite a lot of Cogita stock. So I just uploaded the invoice from Cogita so they can see the value of the item. And of course they thought, oh, hold on here, we've got 6,000-7,000 worth of stock. Maybe we should start looking for it, kind of thing. It's missing. Because we can't be bothered paying the geezer.
Absolutely
so that
crazy.
was it. And then I don't know about you, but I've had a few people that are constantly been saying that they're getting extra units also too. I don't know what's happened to you.
Yes, I've seen that. Basically, the inbounds, for whatever reason, is becoming really inaccurate. And the problem is, though, when you have these extra units, I've seen people and they're saying they're getting sales on them, but it will always get reversed in the future because there's nothing to send. So unless they send out of their own inventory, which I don't think Amazon does, it's basically, it only works one way, basically. You either lose units and that's it, or you never gain units, essentially.
Yeah,
so,
I just describe it as like a zero interest loan from Amazon.
True, I suppose. It's true.
I would expect that to get paid at some point, kind of thing. Really, but just run with it as much as you can.
Mate. Honestly,
and it's nothing. What can you say to Amazon? Like, by the way, can I open a case because I think you might have oversold some units that I've not sent. Yeah. No one's going to do that, are they?
No, definitely not. And so you kind of allude to this. Like, there's a lot of mistakes happening at Amazon. You think, I send a pallet in. How hard is it to miss? Like, okay, 1 or 2 units you can expect, but 400 or whatever it was, it's just insane. So you really need to stay on top of it. I mean, I'm really bad at this, but I'm getting better now. Is going through and having a system basically of understanding, looking at all the shipments, putting in the reimbursements, things like that. Because the annoying thing is when the reimbursements come in, if they lose 400 units, you ain't going to get they'll give you the manufacturing costs. So then you're out potentially your £1,000, £2,000.
Exactly.
It's a real fight to try and get more money. It really is. They fight you the entire way, and
it's changed massively. In the last 3 months, it has changed massively with it.
Yeah,
so it used to be a bit better, but it's just insane at the moment.
It's just squeezing you and everything. I mean, God, I always feel like I'm negative at Amazon. I freaking love Amazon. Don't get me wrong, right? There's no better platform out there, but they are constantly squeezing. Like, we've got these new fees coming in. They've added in for Q4. It's like 5 or 10p per unit, to cover the kind of extra staff they have to hire. But then the quality of the inbounds is going down, and you're paying all this extra money, and then reimbursements are a pain. I think the reimbursements are a joke, really.
It's insane. I mean, I've stopped selling Lego because of it, and you know how much I love Lego, like literally.
Yeah.
And I love the whole idea of like Lego investment and investment with it, but you can't do anything. You're defenseless. That somebody could buy the item, send it back to you with no figures, which, again, if anybody's watching this for the first time, the reason as to why you get into Lego investment is the action figures. It's not so much anything else. Yes, you do have some Lego helmets that have Star Wars helmets that have done quite well, but the majority of the time is the action figures, the Lego minifigures that give you the result. And then people take that, and then you're just left defenseless. Oh, here's 2p. Like, he's £2.31 on your £200 set. It's insane.
Yeah, because I guess the manufacturing cost of Lego probably is peanuts, to be fair. So
I know about like,
it's a joke. It is honestly a joke, because
really
they don't realise that a lot of people do collect those minifigures, and when you buy like a set that's £100-200, there's probably 1 or 2 figures in there that might be exclusive to that set, and that probably are worth £30, £40, £50. You can go on eBay, you can see there's sellers out there, their business model is buying these things, then they split all the minifigures up, sell them individually, and then sell the set by itself. So these minifigures are valued.
If you consider cashback, the gift with purchase at Lego. So recently people did that with the Black Pearl, the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl. They were actually pretty much getting it for half price because the cashback, the gift with purchases, etc., with it. It's a proper business. People do it. But for me, I've just thought, well, I don't want. It's annoying for me. Like, I don't mind now that the majority of the items that I buy at the moment in time have got a cost of goods of like £3 to £6. That's included also on a private label. Yes, I've got some private label at 12 quid kind of thing, but I don't mind losing at 12 quid or 10. Yeah, but I would mind if I lose this 80 quid Lego or the 60 quid Armani set. But again, that allows for opportunity. If people like myself have removed themselves from Lego and perfumes, that means others might be thinking, oh, actually, we can just jump on that. But similar with a Lego, the perfume one, I was like, I'm leaving that because people can break the seal and give it back to you. At least you could fight with a safety claim. Now you cannot do anything.
Yeah, I've got a couple of perfumes coming back, actually, which kind of sucks. So then what do? You have to eBay it for half price or something, and perfumes are expensive.
More of a job, isn't it? It becomes more of a job.
You're losing £10-20 per unit, and also you got the hassle of having to bloody sell it. We just got demonetized there from swearing, but it's it's a pain, really. And so with Lego, I guess, like you say, there is opportunity. Like, I guess someone who's doing it on a hardcore scale, they're willing to maybe accept those kind of losses. It's part of the overall business, but it is still painful to have that, and it is awful, to be fair. I don't like it at all. It's
Simon, tangent, right. Sure. Have you tried or is your prep center even? Your prep center might be a bit more clued into it about splitting the shipments. Have you seen it when you make the shipment plan now? Amazon basically tells you splitting the shipments. Now, from I've been seeing different Discord groups, and seeing how people basically saying that they are getting some money after a month, but again, some of them have got to open their cases. What's your experience of it? Have you done it? I've not tried it.
So I don't do my own shipments anymore. I've seen it, the whole like DPD, and it's not just it's UPS as well, but you can split it up. And yes, you do the work rather than they do the work, essentially. Yeah. So rather, if you send like 1,000 items in, right now in a pallet, they'll then split that out throughout all the different fulfillment centers all over the country. They're basically, I guess they're giving you a little bit of a discount if you do it yourself. I personally don't think my prep center, I don't think they do it. It's not worth their time, to be fair. Yeah. Just to save a few quid on shipping to then have to sit and then divide all these things up becomes a real pain. It's not worth the man hours, basically. But yeah, I'm not that familiar with so they're not giving you the rebate as well. It's just
it's not. I mean, I think what's the most annoying part is it's not like a tally. I mean, obviously we've got so much useless information on a dashboard. Wouldn't it be nice to say, by the way, here's your postage credit? How hard could it be for Amazon to do that?
Yeah, well, they give you the COO thing, which is a whole the country of origin thing.
I've literally just done it again for the UK, and I'm just doing it for France, Germany. I'm just taking down the list. Like I had resales. I don't know if you know Adam. He messages me constantly, like, guess what I'm doing again, mate? Guess what I'm doing again? Kind of thing. It's just insane.
It's ridiculous. So, like I said to you in one of you did a short talking about it. I said, it's when you got the grade and resale on, and they create a listing for you, it doesn't like carry on even though you've got the main listing, I suppose, of it, it doesn't carry on the country. You have to do that again. But it's just constantly on my dashboard. And also I actually, when I was trying to sell a Weller product and I couldn't list it, I went to the resort of basically deleting all my European stock, essentially getting rid of all the inventory, because I read somewhere I was tearing my hair out. Basically, it was one of these ones where you can seemingly add it to inventory, but it never gets added.
Yeah, I've had that experience. Yeah,
customer support were rubbish. And I saw someone saying, it might be because of the European thing. So I deleted all the inventory from all the different marketplaces apart from UK. I still get country of origin complaints, even though I've got no listing, no things in there. It's ridiculous. I'm also being charged storage as well. I need to chase that up. Actually, again, I've got no inventory and no stranding, no nothing in all these different countries.
Well, you've not got VAT number. You've not got a VAT number.
Yeah, exactly. I shouldn't even have inventory in those ways because I'm doing EFN. The whole point is it doesn't. I mean, okay, they might put it there temporarily to send it on, but it shouldn't be there. So yeah, it's just it's a mess, honestly. And the COO thing has been implemented so poorly. The trick now is basically when you're creating a listing, not that it really helps, it helps a little bit, but you can add it when you're doing the creating of listing, which obviously helps you stay on top of it, but doesn't solve all the problems with the grade and resale and things like that. And some people complain they're doing it, they're setting it, and it's not saving as well. Wow. So it's been extremely poorly implemented.
I mean, for me, I'm uploading any online arbitrage stuff now. I've got a main spreadsheet, and I'll have a template, and I just upload the template, and I'll add like 15, 16 different ASINs instead of me doing it one at a time. I'm doing custom SKUs and everything, but I think on that spreadsheet, I need to manipulate it, to create a column for country of origin. And I can just have like a drop down and say, by the way, I'm also doing China. And then I can do everything at the same time. Because as you said, it's just becoming a chore. It's becoming a chore now. Why am I wasting time to download? The fact that you got to do it for each country too and downloading it, it's just insane.
Yeah. But also, like, it's even the fact that when you do it, I get like 5 spreadsheets. So I've now got a little chat GPT thing, which I throw it all in and say, you go through all these and let me know what's missing. But the fact you've got like it spread over 5 spreadsheets, it's not very easy as well for a beginner, and even to me a little while to get my head around how you do it. It's actually quite easy when you know how to do it, but those spreadsheets they give you have so much information in there. You have to try and figure out. It's just so poorly implemented.
Well, it's like I had a problem with my private label product. So it had to go the under 18. It was over 18 kind of thing, and then basically I was downloading the browsing note for my category, and that didn't have the option for me to put over 18. So I had to eventually think outside the box and think, well, I'm going to download the whole section and see if that will populate the under 18. And luckily I was able to do it, but I was tearing my hair out because obviously you can see there, you're going to lose 7,000 in sales each month. But and I've just ordered another 1,000 units from China. You're telling me? It's just bananas. It's just, again, obviously we love whinging about Amazon. We know the power of Amazon. This created a massive freedom for us, but we're not going to just say Amazon's perfect because it's not.
No, it's just, honestly, it's a shame because it's just, I don't know what it is, but the platform, they're just too big a company, and they're just, apparently I'm having internet issues. Hopefully it'll be okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. It's I've lost track of what I was saying, but Amazon is amazing, but it's just, they are so frustrating. Honestly, they treat us like absolute filth, basically on the bottom of a shoe. Basically, they treat the customers really well, but they treat the sellers like absolute dirt, and that is a real shame, to be honest. And things do need to change because there are. I'll go on another slight tangent here. I had a call yesterday with TikTok. And they're trying to really push TikTok. And do you know there's something called fulfillment by TikTok now?
It popped up actually a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Go on.
I didn't even know it existed, but essentially it's the equivalent of FBA, so FBT, fulfillment by TikTok, and you can send your items into TikTok's warehouse. I'm not that familiar with how it all works. I'm assuming it's similar to Amazon. Yeah. And they'll fulfill your items for you through TikTok.
For free, I believe too. It's free shipping, I believe, for a couple of months.
I think there's some promotions going on. They give you free storage for a little while, and free picking, I think it is. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with it. I only literally learned about it yesterday. I did not know it existed. I'm not that familiar with TikTok myself, but they did talk about because I thought when it came to TikTok Shop, you watch like an influencer and then you can click on their shop. And I think that's how it started off. But now they've got their own, like, and I need to have a look actually, but like a shop tab. And they said something like 40% of sales are going through that shop tab. And then people are searching for it like Amazon essentially, rather than doing through the influencer videos, which is very interesting. So just watch out Amazon, because people are gunning for you, and if you do not look after your sellers, you are going to end up on and I've heard some bad things as well from Amazon as well, that they're stealing supplier info and stuff through authenticity claims and things like that. Very naughty. It's anecdotal, but I've heard that from someone said that the Amazon verified a supplier. They wanted the supplier, gave them their supply chain information, and then literally later on they went straight to that supplier, is what I heard. and so they're using authenticity to then obviously getting that information, which they should immediately be deleting and should be no longer be in the system. And then to use that, the supply people are then going, okay, it's one story I heard, but it's not a couple of years ago, wasn't it? They were actually stealing private label ideas. That was really bad. Yeah.
They were literally stealing the data and thinking, well, we're just going to copy the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So there was that camera bag, wasn't it? I can't remember the name of it now, but this guy built up a really nice camera bag brand, and then Amazon completely ripped it off, made a much cheaper version. It was not as good, but it was a cheaper version, and then started suppressing their Amazon listings, and obviously pushing Amazon's one, which is very naughty. That is very naughty. I think they've stopped that now,
I believe they have, but again, you just don't know, do you? You just don't know what's happening. Again, I think the big thing is we are in Amazon's mercy. Yeah, I love it. I love Amazon, but we are in it completely. It's their platform and everything. I keep saying to myself, all right, I'll do something else. I'll have a look at the Shopify a bit more. But it's just so easy. Amazon is so easy compared to I think even the advertising, like I've been doing it for 2 years on Amazon now, it's become quite straightforward and easy for us. But if I was to start everything with Shopify, now I've heard that Meta just drinks advertising spend, like just absolutely drinks advertising. But so for me, I would have to learn how to do Google ads. I would have to learn how to do Meta ads too. Proper marketing. Like obviously I'm horrible at even advertising myself on YouTube, Amazon, TikTok,
it's a whole other thing, isn't it? It's a whole other thing to learn.
You have to set obviously potentially like ManyChat. If you've got your own store, somebody's liked you, oh, by the way, here's 10% discount, etc. This again, I would think it's like a full-time position with it to do it properly. You kind of have to be doing it, because any single time that I have started and I have done it, that's why it's not really taken off. Amazon has grown for me this year more than ever, because it's not me doing more time on Amazon, but I've got an employee doing more of Amazon. So the same time's been spent on it. The same with YouTube. If I was doing 10 videos a day on YouTube, like 3 videos a day on YouTube, that would explode, but I've still had the time. Something always gives up, and it is myself as a fault that I am the main component that does everything on it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And actually, talking about kind of this, I had a realization a month or so ago. It was that actually, even though I started this whole thing being an Amazon business and being an Amazon seller, I've realized now actually I'm a media company. That is my primary thing, because I still sell on Amazon and do that, but it's not my primary thing anymore. I mean, I still make like this month I'm on like £5,500 and stuff like that. But
nice.
And it's been doing really well. But the media side is the thing that really has skyrocketed everything for me. So I just having that mindset shift of that needs to come first, maybe producing better content, more content and stuff. And you can still do Amazon on the side. I still want to build Amazon to 20, 30,000 a month, but I need to put good systems in place for that, because I can't keep doing this all myself, basically. Yeah. It's impossible. And even just YouTube by itself is a full-time job, or Amazon FBA. If you want to take it to beyond 10,000 a month, 20, 30,000, you need to focus and build good systems in that. But it was just that realization. I was like, you know what? The YouTube side and the social media side, even though I've only got 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, has literally it's eclipsed that Amazon by a ridiculous amount, through sponsorships and affiliates and the group. And I'm launching a mentoring program, by the way. So...
Oh, well done. Finally, Simon. How long have you been
I know, right?
That? You've had like an imposter syndrome about it for like forever. It's just like, I don't think, I would say imposter syndrome. That's what it was for you.
Maybe, some part of that maybe. It's a big responsibility to mentor someone. It's also a big time commitment as well. And without sounding too like arrogant or whatever, I was doing very well without doing it, basically. I didn't want to, And I was like, I don't necessarily need the money, but at the same time, I will take the money. And the big thing for me was, because I do my free calls with people all the time.
Yeah.
I do like 2-3 day with people, just 15 minutes, sometimes they go on longer. And literally 90% of the people I speak to have already paid for a mentorship somewhere else, and it's been bad. Basically,
yeah, it's horrendous. I get people, man,
yeah.
like, it's insane. I mean, and my mentorship is like 4,000, Simon. Yeah, and they've already paid someone else 2 or 3, and they're thinking, even from the first initial calls, like, what a big difference. What a difference. I think it's like people, like, obviously I understand how it works. It's all about money for people that are doing the big mentorships kind of thing. But at least have the decency to speak to the person. If the person's going to be paying you 5K, you're the person who's receiving the call. You're the person talking to the person, not just stick him in a WhatsApp group. And
I know,
affiliate links. And here's some affiliate links. Click on it, and that's it. It's just insane.
It is so bad. So I've heard a few. That was one that was a £1,500 course. And the mentor said, you don't need to learn to source, just get a VA. That was his advice, basically.
Wow.
I was like, what? So that means that mentor doesn't know how to source, basically, because he doesn't want to teach it. He's just saying get a VA, which is like the worst advice ever.
Wow.
And there's another guy paid £3,500. I won't say who these are, but £3,500 for a course. And basically the guy like responds like once a week. And it's just like, not really around, and does like one call a week. It's just like for £3,500. I was like, what is going on?
It's
a pretty basic course as well.
Even sleep at night, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, how do you sleep at night if you're thinking like somebody just paid 3,000-4,000 for a mentorship, and you're not responding to his messages or anything. So the way it works for me, man, like obviously they can book unlimited calls wherever they want with themselves. I said you're probably going to be with me for the next 2-3 years, because you can't. Yeah. I've said 100K up to get 100K revenue as your brand, but I've not asked for a screenshot or anything for the last year or so. Like, I'm not counting it. I just know what's going to happen naturally is people are going to be not asking me as many questions because they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? When you get 100K to your brand, you're not going to need me really. And then I've got the Discord, I've got any lessons any courses that I make, they get access to it in the future in perpetuity. I feel very confident and proud to say what I do. This is why initially I was a couple of months ago. I was even doing the mentorship, and I was hiding how much I was charging behind people actually booking a call. And I thought, well, Nick, no, why hide it? You know what I mean? If people need to know. Whereas I don't want somebody to have a call with me and it's like, oh, all right, I don't know what I'm getting myself into, like it's too much money. At least they can book the call, they know how much it is, then we can have a proper situation, you know what I mean, a proper call.
Yeah. It's an interesting, because I've heard both sides, like some people say you should and some say you shouldn't. I don't advertise what it is. Maybe I could send here, because I don't want to say, hey, it's X thousand. I want to say, look, this is the value you're getting, and it's only for this amount of money. I've had a few calls with people who, and I've turned down quite a few people actually. I had one guy who was doing 10,000 a month already. I said to him, well, honestly, I'm not sure how much I can teach you really. So I said, probably not right for you. And then a few people that literally, they're only very starting their Amazon business now. They've only got a couple of thousand. And I'm like, well, I can't on all conscience take, your money, and take all your money basically and have nothing in the business left. Or if you put it on a credit card, you then got that debt, which I don't want to do. So, but at the same time, I really enjoy chatting to those people. And then obviously it creates goodwill as well for the future. And I say, look, in the future, we'll definitely do something, or we can do a payment plan potentially. I know it's something you offer, I think it is. A case by case basis, so it's something I'll offer if it feels like it's the right thing, but I'd rather you not like to do it. But yeah, I enjoy doing those calls anyway, and it does create kind of goodwill. But yeah, I might try the whole thing, because people do ask me how much it is, and I'm like, well, book a call with me and we'll have a chat basically. Because there's more to the mentoring. I've not launched it yet. Launches on the 1st of October. But there's more to it than just the sourcing. I mean, it is just sourcing is an important factor. But there's more to it than just that as well. So, but yeah, I don't know why my camera goes out of focus.
Well done. I've told you many, many times that you should be doing it.
Horrendous.
I've told you many times you should be doing it, mate.
No, you have, yeah. So, and I don't know why my camera's going out of focus.
It well looks like you're just saluting yourself in the camera kind of thing.
There you go. I've got this zoom lens on, so I should probably change back to the prime. But yeah. So anyway, if you want to get private label mentoring, Nikos is the place to go. I know nothing about private label, so don't come to me for that. If you want to do online arbitrage, and that's basically my wheelhouse, A2A as well, Cogita. They're kind of 3 things that I teach. Although it's primarily online arbitrage, essentially. But yeah, so
I've never got a business Amazon account, Simon. I'm not allowed to. Amazon's like, no, not to buy me. I've never
For the A to A, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got loads of them.
I've not done A to A for a
Why is this going
long
out of
time.
focus? I've got no idea. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries, no
Apologies.
worries.
I've got no idea what's doing this. I might have to switch lenses. It keeps focusing on the back. But yeah, anyway, so I just thought I'd say that anyway. I've only really announced it on my vlogs, and I've had a bunch of people book calls in, which is good. So nice. I've not even officially announced it, which is nice. So anyway, finally took the one thing I will say is I'm not doing it by myself. I'm doing it with someone else, which definitely takes the pressure off me as well. Can't say who it is just yet, but I'm doing it with someone else who's going to be helping me with it. So it's splitting obviously the money and stuff, but split the responsibility, but also give double the value for people as well. So
well done, mate. Well done.
How's yours going? Anyway, how's the private label mentoring going?
We're going really well. Obviously, we're like well over the double digits kind of thing. People are doing the mentoring. It's just nice to be able to see people's growth and see what people are doing with it. Seeing how people are doing. Obviously, like Q4 numbers in August or July. I think there's nothing better than seeing that. Like obviously seeing Sam. I think Sam's in your server too, and seeing like Sam what we've done with Sam, and like he's doing so well. It's just amazing to see, really. With it again, I just love and inspired, and I guess that's the thing. Is if I'm not doing as much YouTube, it's because more calls have been booked, and therefore they take priority. I'll be honest with you. The way I take my day, Simon, is like the people that are doing the calls. That's the priority first. Having a one-to-one calls with people, then I'll have a look at my Amazon, then I'll do YouTube. Really with it, and Amazon, all I'm doing is usually in the morning after. Because I don't get my calls start till 10 o'clock. I've got about 9 to 10 that I'll do my FBM Prime. I go in and do FBM Prime. Then Joel will come in the unit. I'll tell him I want this and that done. Then I just go and hop on and do the calls, etc. Nice. And then this is why I've not been doing as many YouTube videos, because I've had more calls. As simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough, isn't it, really, to have So
I guess I'm not going to say advertise more. This is, and again, I don't advertise. I don't pay for ads for my mentorship or anything like that, because I like how I'm getting 1 or 2 people per month. It's just nice to be able to have it in and not having 16 different people joining, and then they're struggling to get a call. Whenever somebody wants to get hold of me, they can get a hold of me. It's like yesterday, there was something wrong with the listing, and can you jump on? Yeah, I was there. You know what I mean? In seconds, jump on and do it. And that's what you want, really. That's what you're paying for. Is just you got some people asking, "Are you okay? Are you sure you okay to do another meeting?" It's just like, yes, this is exactly what you're paying for.
No, yeah, exactly. And actually, it was from so with my one, I'm doing unlimited calls basically in the 3 months. So I got that idea from you, because I feel like if you give people a limit, then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't want people to worry about booking calls that might take up one of their hour slots. I was like, no, just happy. Even if it's just a quick 5-minute Discord to chat, to just fix something, or I'll do something, but just give them intimate calls within reason. If someone wants to book like every hour of the day, I'll probably just say, like, let's chill out a bit here. Some super fans, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, we'll just hang out and chat. But no, it's good, mate. Yeah, it sounds like it's going great for you, to be honest. And like, even just naturally, from natural organic traffic, and just seeing your personality and seeing your videos and your reputation as well. I
think that's a big one when it comes to this space, mate. It's the reputation is a big thing. Like I'm hoping 100%. That there's not many people that can say a bad word for us. I mean, the only thing that's missing is sleep. I'll be honest. When after the beginnings, that how's it going? I was like, everything's going well. Just don't sleep. Like, it's just sleep doesn't exist. But obviously, the 2 kids.
It's tough.
Sick, the other one's sick,
and then you get sick, or the wife gets sick. It's just constant.
It's just a vicious circle with it.
Yeah, it's worth it, though, mate. It's worth it.
Again, I'm just forever thankful for the fact that I was just again, like yesterday, the little one wasn't good enough to go to nursery in the morning, and I thought, well, what if we both had office jobs, and we could, obviously my wife was working from home, but what if I was a teacher still and I would have to be in? There's only so many times, especially at the beginning of the year, where you can say, I need to stay home with my kid. It's just but now I said to Joel, sorry Joel, I'm not coming in the morning, and he knows what to do. You know what I mean? He's got his owner can't access. He's got his own keys for the place. You know what I mean? It's just he's his own boss.
It's good that you can have someone like that you can trust.
Oh man, it's amazing. Seriously,
that's huge, to be honest. Having employees that you can just literally just know that they're going to do their job and get.
Well, that's him. He's there now.
Yeah, exactly. That's hard to find. I mean, they do say literally you need to surround yourself with people you can trust, and smarter than you as well, ideally. But like, people that good employees essentially, and they're hard to find. But when you get one, you just it's amazing. But yeah, it's interesting. But you've essentially got like 4 babies, basically. You've got your 2 actual kids, and then you've got the Amazon business and your mentoring business, essentially, which are essentially things you're still trying to grow, isn't it? So
and the YouTube thing, isn't it? Because that's
exactly. Yeah. So it's like it's actually ends up being quite a few things, doesn't it? So I guess the natural progression with you with the mentoring, although it does maybe reduce the quality slightly, is to essentially do it as groups. Do 2 or 3 people it calls at one time.
I just like, I'll be honest with you, Simon. Like the moment somebody signs up for my mentorship. I just like, here's the curtains going away, mate. This is what I do. This is what I sell. This is the actual products. This is my store, etc. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm thinking if somebody's paid that amount of money, I need to know they can trust me and I can trust them. So in my teaching and the way I talk about Amazon is no longer just theory. It's actually, oh, hold on. This hasn't worked. Look at the listing of mine from 3 years ago. Look at the listing now. Look at the massive difference. What's happening? Look at the quality.
Yeah.
What could I do? I could fix the bullet points. I could fix everything running to ChatGPT. But yeah, I mean, I've done my PL orders now. I'm using September, October to launch a few unique bundles. And then it's a case of just repetition. I'm not going to do anything new for November, December. I know what works. I'm just going to hammer that, and then again we'll start in January, February kind of thing. After
build up again, There's patience required in this business as well. We always want to double and triple the businesses and stuff. Like sometimes you need a little bit of patience and just let things
consistency.
Come
I think that's the one. You just got to keep at it. You just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You're going to keep going. There's just so many negatives with Amazon, but as long as you keep going, eventually it's going to start working out. Like 100%. I got a screenshot yesterday on my phone, and it was from my first year of Amazon. It was 23K.
Nice.
This whole year of Amazon was 23K revenue, I think... not profit, revenue, mate. Revenue.
Oh wow, 23K. Okay.
And I'm thinking, hold on, am I not like halfway through the month and I've already done that, if not more?
It's crazy. I'll have a look at mine actually.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Well, I can't remember what I did my first year.
Yeah, it's just I think that's the beauty for me for doing the videos for so long and looking back and seeing what I was doing. So month today we are on literally 22,941. So that's like pretty much 23K, 5,105.
Crazy.
So profit. So after ads, 4,000.
Okay, so I actually did not too bad. My very first year, actually, I did okay, to be fair. I did 44,500 in profit.
Nice.
220 in revenue. Kind of more than I thought, actually, for the first year. I'm pretty sure I've done that correctly. 6th of July, 2022.
No cost of goods.
Oh, yeah, no cost of goods, exactly, 39% ROI. Crazy, actually. But I had some really good buys back then, like the Lloyd's Pharmacy one, my God. And even then, I could have made more money on that one. That was just insane. That's probably the best sale I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't think I'll ever see one since. Same, as good as that.
Plus, also, you started doing A2A back when A2A was like, you could buy a product and then the week after it would sell at the desired price, isn't it? Back in the day.
Yeah. So back then, obviously, when I first started, I was basically, even though I pretty much my first sort of foray in the first month, I did A2A and on Prime Day. And I couldn't sell nearly any of it. It was all hard gated for me because I was such a brand new seller. So I naturally had to hold it for like 2-3 months, which in case by the time I sent it in, the prices were better. But if I look back now and I go, oh, I sold that way too cheap, that's too cheap, like the Lloyd's Pharmacy ones. I was always in a rush to kind of sell, but sometimes you just need the patience. With OA, especially A2A, pretty much the model is you do have to wait 2 or 3 months, let everyone else sell out cheap. And then as long as once you accept that model, it's a very easy business. You just, I know, especially a lot of the Americans say, oh, you don't want to hold stock for more than 30 days. That might be the case in America, but in the UK, with OA, A2A, it's not the reality. And once you just accept, you've got to hold it for 3 months. Then you get that first 3 months of pain out of the way. Then your first product starts selling. And by the time they've sold out, another one will come in, taking its place. And it's just a constant revolving belt, basically. And not everything takes 3 months. Sometimes it does sell, things that you might expect you have to hold on for a while, sell right away. And other times you have to hold them. But it's interesting seeing how we've come, to be honest. I mean, I look at my Amazon business now and I think, oh, I should be doing bigger numbers, really. But I don't focus as much on it as I really should.
You've removed yourself still a lot from it, haven't you? You removed yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I need to get another sourcing VA at some point. I go on and off VAs, really. But yeah, realistically, you do need to just outsource and just be more of a manager.
I don't like
really.
virtual assistants, me.
You don't like what, sorry?
I don't like VAs.
Okay, yeah. So I've got an admin VA and she's freaking amazing. I barely even speak to her, to be fair, and this is a problem. She just does the work. She might even have another job. I don't even care. She does my invoices for me. She does my reconciliation for me on Xero. She learned how to do Xero off her own back. I remember my VAT period was coming up last time, and I was like, okay, here we go. Let's have a look at Zero. There are only 6 invoices missing because they were the ones she was chasing me for, and the rest of it was all done perfectly. I was like, she's amazing. So it was like, when you got someone like that, I'm like, it's so good. I need to give her a rise, actually, to be honest.
Amazing.
But she's got an easy job with me, to be fair, but she does what I want, and that whole part of my business is taken care of for me, and she's always on top of it, chasing invoices and doing that, and it's so good. So but sourcing VAs can be tricky. It can be tricky, don't get me wrong. I've had good and bad ones in the past, and even the good ones end up turning bad. It's what they end up taking the mick a little bit, I think, a lot of them.
Yeah, it's the sourcing VAs. Obviously, they've got their own community, so they share.
That's the other thing as well, is they all talk to each other and share leads, and if they don't at the beginning, they'll probably find, because actually I had a VA with a group of lads that we got, and he started off really good. He was a really nice guy, and he was doing the work. And then after like a year or so, he was struggling, and he was like, "Oh, I've got confidence issues and stuff. I'm not finding anything." And then he seemed to be like, maybe just because he wasn't finding something for a while. And I was like, "Oh, it's quite tough, right?" No, it's like April last year or something. I was like, "Oh, there's not that many deals, so it is quite tough." So I was like, "Don't worry, chill out, take a week off, blah blah blah." We thought it was just a confidence issue, and then one day I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look through his seller ramp and see the history." He was looking at like 10 products a day. I was like, what is going on? You're not even doing the work. That's why you're not finding products. You're doing hundreds of products every day looking through. And it's like, oh yeah, my laptop was overheating. When it overheats, I have to turn it off for an hour or two for it to cool down. I'm like, you didn't tell us any of this. Like, it's just like, I'm like, mate, I felt bad, but I was like, I've got to let you go, mate. This is just unacceptable at this point. You can't just say, oh, it's my computer's lagging and stuff, or overheating, and that might be a true issue, but you can't just not do the work because that's happening.
No, well, that's it.
Tell us.
It's like dealing
I bought you a new laptop, for Christ's sake. If you're doing a good job, I'll buy you a laptop for Christ. I don't care. Like, end of the day, what we're going to make off Amazon is worth it. But yeah, just then that trust is gone because I thought he was just struggling and having confidence issues and stuff like that. And then turns out it was just basically just wasn't doing the work. And I was just like, I was looking through the seller ramp. I was like, we're getting conned here, basically. I was fuming, to be honest, because I trusted this guy. It was a very last resort to look at the seller ramp because the guy had been with him for 2 years, I think.
Wow.
Anyway, I think it was 2 years. And he started off.
I don't think I had a
at least a year and a half,
months.
maybe.
I don't think I had a VA more than 3 months, to be honest, man.
So I think VAs can be really good, but you need to train them well, and you need to stay on top of them. That's the thing as well. And if things start drifting off, you need to take immediate action to see what the problem is and resolve it right away. You can't leave it, basically.
As with everything, isn't it? As with everything, you've got to.
It's true. Yeah,
you've got to plug.
It's just my biggest problem is I'm too nice. I am too nice. I'm like, I give them benefit of doubt. And I'm just too nice. I just sometimes need to be a bit more, not ruthless, but just like say, we need to nip this in the bud. What's the problem? Let's resolve this now, basically. Yeah. And you say it's actually a good thing for business anyway in general, isn't it? Just you can't let things linger and stuff. You need to be on top of it because otherwise you'll be losing crap loads of money.
Well, that's it. It's just like it's like for me with advertising, it's very easy for a lot of people to start advertising and then check it once a week kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you need to be on it and looking and see where the holes is because you might have a campaign that's doing really well one week and the next week is just got bottoms up, and before you know it, you're spending an extra 10 quid a day. Well, that's 70 quid a week. That's 280 a month you're spending.
Yeah, and advertising, you can spend a lot of money and lose a lot of money through that. No matter whether it's Amazon or Google or Facebook, you can literally burn money with no results.
I've got. It's like, I mean, something that I do each month is, again, I would very much like to have that automated. So I've got 2 people that potentially are making like a profit tracking software with it because things that I don't like about SDK, let's say, for example, things I don't like that you're getting the profit on sales. I would like to see, first of all, the profit on everything, take away all the yes, it's cost of goods, but on everything. I would like to be able to see the advertising cost. Why is that not an SDK anywhere? Yeah. Why is advertising cost not? Why? How many people? Well, then I would like to see, because it must be a way. There will be ways. Yes, you got your margin, but what is the margin of the product after advertising, etc. Just different information. For me, I would like to build it with advertising, and I know you've got Sellerboard that does it, but then Sellerboard doesn't have VAT. Doesn't take VAT into account. It's not built for UK. Is it? It's not really built for UK sellers, and therefore, I mean, I think it's weird how you've got Vico, you've got Helium 10, you've got SDK, you've got Sellerboard. None of them will give you the same profit. None of them will give you the same profit.
It's crazy, isn't it? There are other ones coming out. There's 2 or 3 ones coming out. Sellerfuse is a big one. I've got a code for that if anyone wants it. But yeah, that's one that is up and coming. There's a few other ones as well. What you need to be able to do is basically be able to toggle all these things and basically customize it to your own needs, essentially. So I know the big thing with Seller Board and Seller Toolkit is how they deal with refunded items. Seller Toolkit assumes you're going to get the full value. Seller Board assumes you're going to get no value. And then if you do get value, add it in, basically. You should be able to toggle that and say, I want either one. Same, it's like you should be able to say, oh, do I want advertising costs included or not? Like for me, there's no point. But for you, it makes sense. And we should basically be able to customize it purely based on your needs and wants, essentially. But yeah, I mean, there's room. There's a few more coming out.
Exactly. How much are you spending exactly? So. How much your inbound fees? How much I don't see the reason as to why has it got these other fees. Just tell me exactly how many boxes have I sent in? How much does it cost me to send these boxes in? You know what I mean? Unless
I feel like I feel like SDK does so well because it gives you the best number. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So and even better if you don't put cost of goods, guys. Okay, if you're watching out there, even better if you don't put cost of goods.
Yeah, no, exactly. So but there's a few coming out. Maybe there's one coming from Nikos Marko as well. So it'd be interesting to see.
You never know. It's just like it'd be very, very plain, very, very plain, but just to work. You know, what I mean, just what's.
Do you know what? Simple sometimes better. To be fair, I think it could. It'd be interesting to see one that's built for private label people, and then it could be interesting. You know, but built from the ground up with private label in mind, would be very interesting, wouldn't it? So
and especially I think it's the UK and VAT kind of thing. Reasons that's what it is the UK and the VAT. Obviously, the different ways of bringing items over from China, all the different how would you calculate it? Have you brought this, etc.
It's complicated.
I mean, you can plan. You can plan and do something. It might take 2 years. I mean, you know how softwares work. It can take 3 years before you have it.
I've got this little Chrome extension called OA Hero. It's only a very simple bit of software. The amount of effort and work that has to go into that. Like we've got a new release coming out soon. My developer's working on it. And even that tiny little bit of software requires so much effort. So let alone doing something like SDK clone. But yeah, it's interesting that literally, because SDK, I mean, the guy who runs it, he obviously makes a lot of money. He's got the market cornered, but he's let that software rot for like 4 or 5 years. I don't think I've seen a single update in 5 years. I've been saying for 3 years now, and apparently even before then, nothing's changed. Apparently there's a 2.0 coming out. Apparently it's been coming out for years.
What, do you get more sellers information? Do I get to log in directly to your account, Simon? Or indirectly?
What do you mean, sorry?
Do you not see what happened 2 weeks ago?
Oh, yeah, exactly. The whole leak thing. That was a whole other thing as well, which is a bit naughty. It was a test database. Sure, but it was live data. It was real data from someone's store. I think I know who it was as well. A guy who sells in Europe.
No way.
I think I know who it is. Yeah, I won't say. I'll tell you afterwards. I won't say who it is, but I'm 99.99% sure I know the exact. He's a guy on YouTube. So yeah, I'm 99% sure it's him. But yeah, that was really bad of them, to be fair. Which again, a lot of people are jumping ship now because that was like a real big. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I obviously didn't know what was going on. It looked like it was just one store, but I immediately disconnected Seller Toolkit from Amazon because I don't want someone logging into my account and changing my repricing. Which some arsehole will do that, don't you? They'll go in and they.
I didn't even think of that.
So I immediately disconnected SDK because obviously at the time it turned out it wasn't live data, so anything that was done like that wouldn't have actually affected it. But it was real data. So it wasn't live, but it was real from someone's store. And it had all the information on their supplier info, all that kind of stuff. The guy was using SDK in ways that I never even thought you could use, like keeping supplier information in there and all that kind of stuff. That was crazy what people were showing me. But yeah, it was crazy. And then people were running reports on it. They were downloading all these supplier lists, all that kind of stuff. I was just like, that's so out of order, to be fair. But anyway, it's what it is. People
one of the best memes I saw that is like, do you know Puck FBA? I've got him on Instagram, and he's obviously put like he does quite a lot of RA. And do you watch football at all?
Not really a football fan, no.
Right,
no.
for anyone who's watching this, basically, you know how Man United had playing against Grimsby, and he had Ruben Amorim playing with his counters kind of thing to say which player's going anywhere. And he had that, and he had SDK, and he had GDPR kind of thing. Like
exactly. Yeah. 100%.
Well,
apparently, he said he did report himself to the ICO. The information.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah, you have to. Because it was, it's, I don't know if he's going to get a fine or what's going to happen. But yeah, SDK, the guys let it rot. I would have bought it, to be fair, SDK, but he probably want too much money. Yeah. But yeah, you missed the seller meeting, mate. That was really good in Nottingham.
Mate, I watched Paddington though.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, chasing your kids around. I love that you sent that picture to me.
Anyone that's a parent here can actually probably resonate with this. Sophia's been asking to see Paddington for 2 months. Yeah, she's seen that it was advertised for 2 months. Every morning is Paddington here, Paddington here. Now imagine Paddington's here, and Paddington's where I am. So if he's deciding I'm just going to sit in the sandpit about 60 meters away and don't Paddington. I said, no, he's there. He's there. He's like, nah, I'm okay.
Yeah, but he's scary now.
What a troll. But yeah, I mean,
kids are like that, aren't they?
That's why I did my Saturday. I mean, it's pity because I think it's only 2 hours. Nottingham is that in his doorstep, isn't it? You're in Nottingham, aren't you?
Yeah, it's 10-15 minutes for me drive, parked up. It was good. It was. I am going to host one. I've decided in January. I'm going to host my own one. Feel free to come along, mate.
Nice.
I'm going to host because they're so good.
It can give a bit more time because Cellar Amp, I give it like 10 days notice kind of thing. Whenever.
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically whenever Al's in, the guy who owns Cellar Amp, he's like whenever he's into because he lives in America, so he comes over to UK for But yeah, it's I enjoy them so much, and it's good to just hang out with people, catch up with people, meet new people.
Works, I mean, have they got people speaking also too, or is it just like networking?
No. A lot of people don't know how it actually works. It's literally just it's in a bar in the ice arena where they do like the ice hockey and stuff like that, and it's I consider it a bit of a mix between a sports bar and a sort of cocktail bar. And it's just a bunch of tables with a bar there, and you can get drinks, and you just sit and chat to people. And it's just there's no talking, there's no speeches, there's no. Nice. It's just literally just a networking sort of thing. You turn up, and I try and get around the room and talk to as many people as possible. Obviously, I'm trying to push my brand and stuff like that, but also.
Did you have your own T-shirt this time, Simon?
No, I thought about it. I just I did pay £100 for 100 business cards, including £26 postage, to get that. I ordered them on Wednesday to get delivered by Friday. They didn't arrive by Friday, and they arrived on Monday. So I was like really annoyed, but I gave them a scathe. I was like, I want a freaking refund right now. I paid £26 delivery for next day delivery, and they come like 5 days later. I was like, absolutely ridiculous. They did refund me, to be fair, everything but shipping. Anyway, it's fine. But yeah, so that was annoying. I've got some cards and stuff with my Discord link and YouTube on there. But it's cool. It's good to meet some people, and met some people in Discord community, and people recognize me, and it was good to just meet some new Amazon sellers, and some people from last year. It was just really good, and got to speak to Al, and Callum was from Arbisources there as well. Had a good chat with him.
Nice.
It's tempting to sit and talk to people for ages, but I want to try and get around the room and speak to as many people as possible. But yeah, it was really good. And then we went out for pizza afterwards. The people that were able to stay, it was so good. But yeah, it was. Yeah, there's some big sellers there, like Tom G was there flipping at 30. He was there. A few other people. FBA Charlotte was there. She's she's the old Instagram. But yeah, so it was really good, to be fair. I enjoyed them. I think once a year is just not enough. So I'm going to try and do one in January. I'll do it in Nottingham again because that's my sort of home turf. And then if I'm happy with how it went and things like that, I might consider doing one up north, one south maybe. And just trying to get 2 or 3 or 4 of these going every year would be really awesome. But yeah, nice. It was good. So you have to come to next one. Maybe it's always
nice speaking to people that like speaking in person with someone. You know what I mean? It's like it's a big different than obviously we talk a lot to each other, but we've never met in person.
No, it's true. Yeah, to be fair, we haven't. Yeah, but it's good to just meet like-minded people who are business-minded and want to be successful. And obviously, we talk about Amazon as well. But it's just good to. It's hard to find people like that in the UK. I find maybe I just don't get out there enough and network. But like people who are like-minded. And they're like driven, and they want to succeed in business, and it's good. So yeah, I like it. It's good. So yeah, next time come along. If you can, bring the kids. I'll dress up as Paddington there, right, and chase them around the room.
It was like 10 days notice. I'm like 10 days.
I know, yeah.
10 days notice is this? Yeah, I'd have to move things around. Obviously, Paddington is Paddington, man. Come on, you can't lose Paddington.
No, yeah, that's true, yeah.
But yeah, no, obviously, like if you set it up and you give more than a week's notice, people will be there.
No, yeah, absolutely.
How many people went there actually, Simon, with such a short notice?
I'm really bad at judging, but I'd say somewhere between 70 and 100 is what I'd say. But I'm really hard at judging number of people.
It's not bad, that is it?
Something like that, basically. So it wasn't too busy, but at the same time, there was enough interesting people there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really.
I was actually one of my first people that I got an affiliate with, believe it or not.
What with who? What was Cellar?
Al, the Cellar Amp owner. The Cellar
okay,
Amp
cool.
Owner. Yeah. It was 4 or 5 years ago, and I just messaged him, and at the time I had the garage was still the tinfoil and everything, and he was obviously very sound. He's a very sound person. Obviously, I know they've got the American guys Slip for Miles and everything now, and anything. The American guys over, was just Al.
No, it's just Al. Yeah, no. Yeah, they're looking for a UK person, to be fair. So, who knows what might happen there? Be pretty cool. They're looking for like a UK representative. So who knows what might happen there, mate?
Get in. You've not got FBA Charlotte, mate.
She might be, yeah. To be fair, she's better looking than me, so maybe. But yeah, so it's interesting. But yeah, it's crazy. Like hearing,
Callum's doing amazing with Ibersource. Like I
oh
spoke
yeah,
to Callum
absolutely.
with Callum messaged me. What was it? 2-3 years ago, and I was like, "Who's this spam that wants to get my API for Amazon?" I literally, if you speak to him and say like, I was like, Callum, I'm not sure I want to give you my API login basically for
Yeah.
because we're still in beta and everything. But he's doing really well. He's got the American one too. It's nice to see. It's really nice to
Yeah.
see because he's a nice person too. That's the thing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
nice
he's a
to see
super
nice
nice
people
guy. Yeah, I
doing
met
well. I mean,
his wife and his brother were there because he started off by himself. Then his brothers come in,
yeah,
works in the business, and now his wife helps out as well. And he got
nice.
that kind of proper family business. So it's good to see. And yeah, I met his wife and brother for the first time, and they knew who I was, so which is good. So I guess he's told them about me, which is good. So well, I am, and I don't know if I should say this. I'm the second biggest affiliate for Arvisource. But
Nice.
way behind Seller Ramp. I've got a lot of work to go, but yeah.
Wow.
So, but yeah, Seller Ramp absolutely
You do
crushing
so
me.
well, man, and you do it live. That's the thing. You've got the time and you do it live. Like you,
Yeah.
I can see your videos are popping up. It's constantly. It's a live, innit? You do it live. Was it 5 days a week, something like that?
Oh no, only 2 days a week actually, Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, I might actually spread it up a bit, but yeah, I don't know. This is an impersonator. I've got a few of those to be fair, in my Discord group. But no, I might try and do more at the same time. Like I did one on Monday, which went really well. Went on for like an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. Then I did one last night, and I guess because it was so close to the Monday one, it just kind of struggled a little bit. If there's not enough people on asking questions, I have to kind of fill the time. So I seem to be okay at doing, just talking gibberish essentially. And, just somehow I do it. But yeah,
But you feel the time's gone faster on a Monday one than a Tuesday one, let's say.
Yeah, well, it lulled about an hour in, and then it suddenly picked up again. Loads of people jumped on around 9 o'clock because I started at 8, and then loads more people, like 10 more people, jumped in, and then there were more questions flying in, and that kept me busy basically. But yeah, it was I enjoyed doing them. To be fair, they're just a little bit repetitive. Maybe I need to mix it up a little bit, do some more sourcing, a lot of Q&A stuff.
So what do you, is it a lot of Q&A, or is it like you sourcing? Do you?
Yeah, the ones recently, because I've been too tired to kind of sit down and source, it's just literally just Q&A.
Wow.
Because it is late in the evening. Sometimes I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity to sit and source and do the live as well. Although people want me to do like OA sourcing, things like that. I just like,
well,
I just rather just sit
and
chill and just answer questions and just, yeah. So it's, I'm probably for sourcing. I'm just better off recording, doing it. But I do the vlogs, the weekly vlogs. They're good in my car.
I mean, this is why I'm trying to change this to try and do a bit more lives and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more of a comfortable environment. You know what I mean? With it, that's what I'm trying to do.
Do it, mate. Honestly, yeah, it's good. And people come on and ask, because obviously, like, if some people ask me occasionally with private label, I'm like, I've got no clue. I say, go and speak to Nikos. I'm like, I know just enough to get myself into trouble when it comes to private label. So, well, I'll give you what I've heard if you want to actually get the entry information, because I'm quite clear that I do not know anything about private label. So,
yeah, I've got a brand registered now, though, Simon. Yeah, I've got a brand registered.
Technically, yes, I do, so but I don't actually do the whole private label thing. And
I think you should at least do your unique bundle for Q4, mate.
I should be doing, yeah. Again, it's just the time. Right now, my main focus is building up the mentoring program and having the whole curriculum and that stuff ready for it. Every time I work into it, I add something new into there, which is going to add more value to people, and it's just going to be so good. But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, it's definitely get onto it, mate. Do the lives, and even we could jump on one, just like we can do it like this, but go live essentially.
It's just the time, it's like 8-9 o'clock. Like I've got
it's tough, isn't it?
I'm either bathing a kid, you know what I mean? It's just
could try weekend maybe. I don't know.
And the last thing I want to do is interact with anyone. I'm just like,
no, I get it,
want
mate.
to sit next to my wife and we could both be on TikToks and watch TV, and that's it.
Yeah, and if you do it during the day, everyone's at work, so it has to be in the evening.
It's weird. It's just a part of life that I'm at the moment in time.
And sometimes
I've added the gym though in the mornings, mate.
Nice, cool. That's good, mate.
I'm doing and ChatGPT has been bullying me to death. Yeah, but that's all I do. Every morning I go into ChatGPT and I say, like, give me 25-30-minute workout, and it's just been like,
okay, that's cool.
I've been the most consistent I've been for like 3-4 years because of ChatGPT and telling me what to do.
That's really cool. I never thought about doing that, actually. It's like your own personal trainer, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah. And it just tells me what
to do. It's
crazy,
isn't it?
And I feel better. And because obviously I used to go and just do weights because I'm thinking that's the easiest thing to do. Just go do some weights, go on, because that's you get the best return. And I've been doing different exercises. And then it just happened that I was doing weights, and I'm ending up to lifting a lot more than I was back in the day because I'm just doing different exercises. And I've just done it. I'm just, and the way I'm thinking about it is like, Nick, okay, just treat yourself to like half an hour, 40 minutes in the morning. After you drop the little ones off, you go there and you start fresh. So I get the unit for like 9:30. If I'm at the unit for 8, it means that I've skipped the gym. But the majority of the time, I get to the unit for like 9:15, 9:30, and then the day starts. I do my FBA and then calls.
It's good, mate. That's a good routine. I don't go to the gym right now. I need to get back, actually get doing the weights. But I go for a lot of walks now, but it's really hard to go out when it's raining. But yeah, it's hard to motivate myself. But that was something I picked up in Dubai because I didn't mind going out and walking in the nice weather. And I've tried to carry it on here, just doing like 40, 50-minute walks every morning, or maybe not in the morning, maybe it's the afternoon or evening. Depends on the weather. I can't quite bring myself to go out in the rain, but no, it's good. I definitely feel better for it. I do need to go and do some weights because as you get older, obviously your muscle mass starts to reduce, like over 40. And obviously doing lifting is like a superpower essentially for like stopping that essentially. And having good mobility in your old age.
I don't want to be like, 60, 70, and the way I'm going to be in my 60, 70 is what I do now. And obviously I love my kids and I want to be able to lift them. Like I want to be able to lift my little one to bed kind of thing without breaking a sweat. She's 4. There's no issue with me lifting her up. The same, she's 10. I want to be able to lift her to put her to bed. When she falls asleep on the sofa. But yeah, it's just life, isn't it? Just trying to get experience in it. It's just like having the bars of everything there. You're just trying to figure out the right balance between everything. And one thing goes well, the other thing doesn't go well. I know for a fact that at some point I've just got to get someone else on board to be doing the editing. I think that's going to be a big thing. But then again, I hate paying £100 for somebody to edit a video. You know what I mean?
£100, and that's budget. I mean, I was looking at editors for £500 a video. My thumbnail cost me £100. Well, but I guess it depends on the depends on the level you want to be at. However, there is a trend now going around of back to the more authentic sort of just sitting in front of a whiteboard or just sitting down and just chatting and talking about your experiences, or just, I've got a whiteboard over there, I'm going to do a few videos, just do some whiteboard stuff. That actually now is coming. It's weird how the trends change on YouTube. So it's still going to be high quality, but you are just sitting and chatting, and people actually like that. They listen to it in the car. I do it all the time. This on my walks, I put on some like people, or if I'm driving, I put it on, and so that's actually works out quite well actually. So it's an interesting trend how that's going. So just try that basically. It's interesting to be fair, but
it's nice. How that trend's going. That's it. It's just I don't even know what.
And it's easier as well. You don't need to edit it. That's the other thing as well. You don't need to no fancy editing.
Edit for sure, mate. Edit for sure.
But get the thumbnail is obviously very important. That is one of the most important things. Thumbnail, title, and then hook. You know that, don't you? You know the tips and the tricks.
I mean, I still don't do it. I know it, but I still don't do it, Simon.
And call to actions as well. I can teach you all this stuff, man. Absolutely. The C2As, C2A in there, and it's all very important stuff. If you can remember those things, then it'll be they can help massively. But the actual editing itself, I think, obviously, you have to edit out the ums and the ahs and stuff like that. But nothing too fancy. Just sit in front of sit in front of this camera and just talk. I think it just works well. How are you doing shorts, aren't you?
I do everything. Just get it done.
You're doing a lot of shorts, aren't you, on Instagram and stuff like that? I've been watching those.
I do, because it's just like, it's easy and informative content, I'll be honest with you. It's been easy and informative content. That's what I've been doing. Again, it's the time constraints of doing a longer video with it, and it's nice to see, and it's nice seeing the traction, it's nice to seeing more people coming in, etc.
You see me comment a few times, on those.
It's nice to see that, it doesn't take a lot. It's just I always talk to my wife about the difference between like a Greek person and a British person sometimes. Well, you'll have a Greek person will tell you if something's nice, they'll say to you, actually, this is nice. A British person will say, this is nice, but won't tell you. It's like, that's what I said. The difference between it is just, and often, like, say for us, like, you'd put a picture and you'll have, she'll put it, but then she'll tag me and all the Greek people are just liking. The difference between, it's just, I guess it's just a culture thing. If something's nice, you just say it's nice. If something's work, it works. So it's just
Yeah, keep them up, mate. They're good. I'm not saying I watch all of them. Sometimes I go on. It depends. When it pops up, I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. And then other times I don't know.
You understand me though, Simon. I think that's the thing. A couple of years ago, the way I used to speak, people couldn't even understand me a couple of years ago.
I don't know.
At least you understand what I say.
Yeah, I think I've always been able to understand you. You haven't got that thick of an accent, to be fair.
No,
so,
I mean, I can tell you understand me because most people just nod quite enough a lot when the doctors.
Okay. No, I can understand you perfectly. You don't have that thick of an accent, to be fair. Yeah. But no, it's good. But yeah, keep it up, mate.
It's been a nice little hour. This nice hour. I've got
absolutely.
I'm on a clock. I've got 2 kids to go pick up from nursery because both go nursery now. So I've got 2 kids, and we just need to. I think it's been quite some time, Simon, since we've done a video, mate. It
has, yeah. I'd like to get to, if we can do. We say this every time, but get to like a regular schedule.
Well, if you put in a calendar, we'll do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should just do it. To be fair,
if I put in a calendar, it'll be there. If it's not in a calendar, unfortunately, other things just take apart.
Absolutely. We definitely should do it because people do enjoy these, and I enjoy catching up with you. But yeah, any kind of final sort of thoughts or things for our viewers? Or
I just think I think something that you said probably 2 or 3 calls ago is if you're ready for Q4, you will be out of stock for stuff. So make sure you got enough stock in. Yeah, you will go out of stock. It's bananas. Q4 is bananas.
Yeah, it's like 10, 20 times the normal sales volumes, depending on what you're selling.
Yeah,
it is crazy, to be fair. But definitely get enough stock, basically. And hope you didn't get hard gated.
Get enough stock.
Which is something we didn't get into, but we'll do that maybe next time. We'll talk about hard gating and all the issues around that. But
I might even book. Let's book a call in 2 weeks' time, and I can do 2 weeks
absolutely,
time, mate. Get it booked.
Let's do it. But yeah, anyone out there who wants to get into Amazon, definitely do it. Honestly, despite the fact we've been moaning, we still make really good money from it. We still enjoy it as much as Amazon do test us. It has been life-changing for both of us. Yeah. You know, you're able to quit your job, go full-time. I was able to do the same, basically. And yeah, if you want to learn how to do online arbitrage mentoring, I do it. If you want to learn private label, Nikos is the guy to go to. Don't get us confused. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, anyway.
The other side,
yeah, exactly. Yes, I already do, mate. I already do. I'm like, don't come to me for private label. I'm clueless, basically. But yeah, awesome. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you again in a few weeks, probably. And yeah, awesome. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.